Hey, my name is Nick Samuelson. Today I'm going to be doing a self evaluation on a couple of my speeches. So, I'm currently going to be evaluating my speech number three and comparing it to my speech one. So, summary, the content of speech three consisted of a persuasive prayer that spoke about why it is essential to pray and the value of it and why everyone should essentially we should pray. It should be the first thing that we do. It should be something that we always do to ultimately seek God and his will for direction, but ultimately to truly know him. I think in the speech that I did pretty well with giving some with citing sources, having multiple different sources with um I think also with having some my right justifications for and reasonings for my claims and for my persuasions. I think I did well with also choosing some pretty common rebuttals towards the argument as well and refuting them. I think something that I did struggle with was kind of flowing well, keeping all my ideas together. I had them organized, but I think staying on a steady flow with my mind in connection to also using a visual aid because I was using a PowerPoint as well to help me. So I think I kind of struggled with the flow and think that something I could have done also was give myself a break, pause, but also like as if I were speaking to an audience to maybe ask questions here, there, and take a break where they can have time to ponder and think about it and bring their own thoughts to the conversation as if I'm directly talking to somebody. Since it is a persuasive essay, I think that that would be something good. That way it gets the audience to really engage themselves into it and to, question themselves to compare it with what they think and they know. Um, I think comparison and resemblance to my performance on speech one, which was a commemorative speech giving basically the context around that was giving a glory award as I called it to King of Kings Jesus Christ. And I think how it may compare is the fact of kind of the context of what it's about relating to things of our God and seeking a relationship with him and pursuing all of our purpose in life. Um, I think it also compares in its structure with um, the kind of, I think, depth that goes into it in a way where the reasonings are clearly stated in both of them and they are justifiable and true based on the evidence that I gave in there. I think how it also could compare is, it's two different styles of speeches, but I think uh, it could also compare in the matter of, I think I don't know if it will be visible, but I think personally that I have more confidence. Maybe it was a matter of like my flow, how the words came out and stuff, and speech one compared to speech three. I think speech three I was a little bit off. I think that was partially just going back and forth with the visual aid and looking at the notes and yeah, up and down. But yeah, the last point, I think that um one or two things I would like to improve on in future speeches is to have a solid, consistent flow that that the audience can be able to ride along with and to make sure that they follow my thoughts. Um, so making sure I have a nice flow where everything kind of matches and lines up. It's not just like here or there and not being joined together well. I think also another thing I would like to do is to make sure that along with what I just had said, I think a part of that comes with the flow and how you speak as well, making sure that my words and how I pronunciate as I'm messing up pronunciation, but well, maybe not so much so pronunciation, but I think the matter of like how I actually speak about, so making sure that my words are clear, articulating, and that they are confident with which I think would be also a matter of my outlines, my preparedness as well. Making sure, I think that as well. I would like for my outlines to be very firm, in depth enough where I can be able to use it well, but not too in depth because outlines are not made to be like super super detailed. Um, but yeah, I think that's all 5 points pretty much. But just for a quick recap, I think that number one, to summarize context, the prayer I was comparing to my speech one was my speech three, which was that I think it's titled "Why Pray." It's a persuasive speech on why we should pray to God, um, and that's a very most important thing that we should do. It's the first thing we should do. Number two, I think that what I did well was the information that I spoke about, having evidence, and number three, explaining what I think I struggled with. I think I struggled with the flow of things, and I think also with my body language as well, just to add, I think it kind of shows my body language and the flow of my words, my articulation as I go about that. That's what I think I struggled with. And the comparison and resemblance of performance speech one, the context of it relating to relationship with God, with Jesus. And I think it compares where in speech one, I think I had better flow, better rhythm. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, number five, I would like to improve on working on my outlines and getting the audience to understand and flow with me. Not speaking of a way that just makes sense in my mind, but making sure the audience can match with me with the way that making sure that all my points and everything that I'm saying all flows together, kind of like in a line almost, not being all around. And I think I would also to add on top of that, I would like to be a bit more enthusiastic as well. Well, not enthusiastic, but maybe more so using more of even though like usually I was doing a video and I'm standing still, but I think I have before when I do speeches, but I would like to be a bit more active and use more body language, and I would really like to, I think, use visual aids, but be a little bit more interactive and not using only the speech audibly, but also using such thing as, I mean, facial expressions and hand movements and walking around, different stuff to try to not to try to create effect. I mean, I can do it naturally, but to try to make sure it all isn't distracting, but joins together and is valuable. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more speeches in um different levels and places, whether it be just 10 audience or to just a small group or just another one person, or even if it's online doing videos like this. But yeah, I have a podcast that'll be coming out soon, so that'll be exciting to also, I'll have to work on that as well with that when it comes to public speaking. But yeah, thank you. That was my self-evaluation.